Neighbours, yeah. I mean, apparently they've been to Disneyland recently. She's going to add hotels and restaurants to her brand. What's this all about?
I think there's no better way to try to bury a tacky twerking video than the wholesome image that is Disneyland, right?
When their behavior.
Picture this: Harry pushing a stroller through Fantasyland, Meghan in chic casuals flashing a knowing smile, and their kids, Archie and Lilibet, just blurry enough to spark intrigue. The Sussexes hit Disneyland on Lilibet's 4th birthday, a heartwarming scene straight out of a storybook. But the internet wasn't buying the fairy tale. X lit up with 12 million posts under hashtag Disney PR Stunt, calling it too perfect. Privacy champs hit a selfie meta, one tweet quipped, hitting 150,000 likes. The photos, per page 6, were crystal clear, snapped from angles that screamed setup. Insiders told The Telegraph the couple skipped Disneyland's VIP services, private entrances, no paparazzi, opting for high-traffic zones where cameras just happened to catch them. They could have gone stealth, a Hollywood source told Variety. This was exposure, not era. The Times framed it as a masterclass in optics, noting Meghan's teen leaked candid details to People magazine. Divide? Less family fun, more Montecito maneuvering. Why Disneyland? Why now? Context is king. Meghan's Confessions of a Female Founder podcast, tied to her American Riviera Orchard brand, launched in May 2025 to tepid buzz. The Hollywood Reporter reported lukewarm listener engagement, with reviews calling it polished but hollow. X posts mocked it as Goop 2.0, with hashtag Meghanflop trending at 7 million. Ochwell's $4.8 million in grants, Panda's photo op funds, couldn't mask the flop. She needed a distraction, The Guardian wrote, enter Disneyland. Insiders told the Daily Mail the outing was a soft reset to paint Meghan as a relatable mom, not a struggling mogul. Lilibet's birthday was the perfect prop, a PR expert told Forbes. The blurred kid faces, legal savvy but curiosity bait, fueled viral chatter. They're using the kids to sell normalcy, The Spectator noted. But the tactic backfired, amplifying skepticism. Privacy when it suits, publicity when it sells, an ex-post read, gaining 90,000 likes. The rebrand, meant to bury bad press, dug the deeper hold Piers Morgan, the Sussexes' nemesis with a pen sharper than Excalibur. On June 6th, he fired off an ex-post that scorched the internet, celebs posting kid pics for clout but blurring. Faces to fake privacy? Laughable. We see you. No names, but the target was obvious. The post hit 20 million views, with hashtag Piers vs. Meghan trending. He's brutal but not wrong, The Sun wrote. Morgan's jab wasn't just shade, it was a scalpel. Slicing into the couple's contradictions, his critique struck a nerve. Harry and Meghan, who've sued tabloids for privacy invasions, orchestrated a photo op where Goofy couldn't sneeze without an iPhone flash. The Times noted their 2021 campaign against kids on social media, including a New York art installation. Yet here they are, teasing blurred glimpses, Variety quipped. Ex-users piled privacy for lawsuits, publicity. For Netflix. Morgan's post, per The Telegraph, crystallized public fatigue with their selective boundaries. Love him or loathe him, he flipped the narrative like a pancake. Across the pond, the palace fumed. The Telegraph reported Prince William was livid, seeing the outing as a deliberate jab, time here trooping the color. Using Lilibet, named after the Queen, for PR is tone deaf, an insider told Page 6. King Charles, per the Daily Mail, felt embarrassed. His modern monarchy vision clashing with the Sussexes' stunts. The Times hinted at serious talks about revoking titles, with 80% of a YouGov poll backing the move, the timing stunned. The Guardian noted the outing overshadowed royal duties, framing it as calculated chaos. Meghan's use of Duchess and Lilibet's royal name, despite rejecting duties, irked. They want the crown's cachet, not its rules, The Spectator wrote. William, stunned by Spare and Netflix, reportedly pushes for consequences. The firm's patience is done, The Sun said. Disneyland wasn't just a photo op, it was a gauntlet thrown at Buckingham Palace, the public's patience snapped. Morning. Consult polls show Meghan's U.S. favorability at 10%, Harry's at 13%. In the UK, 86% want titles stripped, per YouGov. X was savage. Privacy? They brought a camera crew to Mickey's house. Hashtag Sussex staged hit 15 million posts. They're not victims, they're volunteers, one viral tweet read, gaining 120,000 likes. The New Yorker called it curated hypocrisy, noting fans' growing doubts, even supporters flinched. I love Meghan, but this feels staged, an ex-post admitted, hitting 60,000 likes. Her Nigeria trip, mocked as if Netflix set, an American Riviera Orchards scam. Jam flop fueled skepticism. South Park's 2025 parody, Per Variety, cemented their caricature. They cry oppression but chase headlines, The Atlantic wrote. Disneyland flipped them from rebels to reality stars, with the public craving truth over theatrics. Harry's quiet spoke volumes. Insiders told the Daily Mail he offered no defense, focusing on Invictus while Meghan managed PR. He's drained, a source said, citing Archwell's $5 million in stalled projects. Exposed with #HarryTrapped, asking, where's his voice? The Sun reported tensions, with Harry sidelined. She's the scriptwriter, he's the set, the Telegraph mused. His memoir's rawness clashes with Meghan's polish, hinting at cracks in their rebel alliance. The couple's brand, tethered to royalty, faces title-stripping calls, with 79% of MPs backing it, per The Times. They trash the firm but cling to titles, an ex-post quipped. Harry's silence, unlike past rallies, suggests doubt or defeat. Variety warned, their unity phrase. Disneyland, a Meghan-led spectacle, left Harry in the shadows, bearing fallout without control. Meghan's confessions of a female founder was the outing's backdrop. Forbes reported downloads lagged behind competitors, with The Guardian calling it a press release in audio. Listeners wanted raw stories, they got curated cliches. It's Meghan narrating Meghan, the New York Times quipped. X mocked, she's selling jam and jargon. Archwell's hospitality pivot, hotels, restaurants, drew eye rolls. From Duchess to Diner? The Spectator asked, the podcast thud forced the Disney gambit. She needed buzz, Variety said. But the outing didn't boost downloads, that buried them under backlash. The Hollywood Reporter noted Hollywood's retreat, with Netflix pausing her series and allies like Oprah silent. Her brand's bleeding relevance, Forbes warned. Disneyland, meant to reframe her as relatable, exposed her as rehearsed, sinking her venture further down in true Sussex style. They didn't reflect, they reached for lawyers. Insiders told The Sun they're mulling action against Morgan for defamation. The Telegraph called it predictable, noting their lawsuits against tabloids and agencies. They silenced critics with gavels, Variety wrote. X scoffed, suing over a tweet? Peak Montecito. Morgan, unboggered, doubled down, truth's my defense. The legal flex feels hollow. The Guardian noted their 2021 ITV saga, where Meghan's complaints didn't oust Morgan, he left on his terms. They're fighting a storm with paper, the Times said. Suing risks more scrutiny, with X ready to screenshot every contradiction. They want control, not justice, The Spectator wrote. Disneyland's fallout, now a legal sideshow, keeps their names trending, for all the wrong reasons. Can the Sussexes recover? A genuine pivot, raw Archwell impact, unscripted stories, could rebuild trust. Drop the titles, focus on service. But their pattern, lawsuits, staged moments, suggests escalation. Insiders hinted a Netflix doc, for Deadline, but X groans, more violins. Forbes warned, relevance isn't loaned forever. Without truth, their brand risks fading into obscurity. Disneyland wasn't a birthday, it was a billboard. They're not private, they're selective, The Times wrote. The palace, public, and even Hollywood see through the script. Authenticity can't be staged, The New Yorker said. Unless they ditch the playbook, Harry and Meghan may find the happiest place on earth is the only stage left applauding that. What's your take? Was Disneyland a family day or a PR ploy? Can they reclaim trust, or is their fairy tale over? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I'm dying to hear. If this Disney drama has you gripped, smash that like button and subscribe for more unfiltered dives into royal scandals. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. The Sussexes' next act is brilliant, and it's bound to be messy.